If you want real classic Salvadorian food, this is the place to get it. Get ready because today we are going to try out the classic, traditional, the original cocina tradicional salvadoreña, Típicos Margoth. Let's go! Order your pupusas right here. And then the history of Típicos Margoth. How they started 60 years ago. And are the quintessential classical Salvadorian restaurant. And they're nice and cheap too. Exactly what to try. We're going to try one sample of everything and tell you what it's like. That is the biggest pupuseria, like grill, I have ever seen. And there goes the pupusa. Check it out. I'm going to explain what all this traditional or typical Salvadorian food is. And then we're going to try it. First of all, in all Latin America, rice and beans is king. But they're called different things in different countries. As I was driving down through here, this is called casamiento or marriage in El Salvador. But by the time I got down to Costa Rica, they called it gallo pinto. In other words, painted rooster. Yeah, that makes as much sense as marriage, but still, it just is. But that's a staple in breakfast, dinner, lunch. You can see that on any of those plates. This right here is a tamale, but this kind of tamale you can only get in El Salvador because it's a tamale chipalín. Chipalín is like, it's a leafy green that you only find here, and they cook with it here. So this is the only place you can get a tamale chipalín. This is Yuca Fritta. Or in other words, yuca's a tube, like a potato. It's a root plant, and they fry it up and use it just like we would use like potato wedges. And these are called pasteles, and they're kind of like in South America, they'd be an empanada, but it's got meat wrapped up inside of dough. And something that is very particular to El Salvador that you're not gonna get in Mexico and you're not gonna get it in Costa Rica is in El Salvador, they make this cabbage tomato sauce mix that is called Cortido. And they put Cortido on pupusas, they put it on tons of stuff. And they make different types of Cortido depending upon what they put it on. For example, okay, this Cortido is to put on top of the yuca. It's got a little bit of pork in it, and it's always got the cabbage and tomato sauce. So, I'm gonna put this baby on the yuca. Whoop. And then, see the cabbage? And then I'm going to take this Cortido, which is más like the pupusas Cortido. It's kind of like kimchi. We put the Cortido that's meant for the pasteles on top of that. This is a Salvadorian enchilada. And I know if you're thinking Mexican enchilada, this is not a Mexican enchilada. This is what the enchiladas in El Salvador look like. And I already tried this in my other video when we were up on Boqueran on the volcano. So you can click on that video to see what that's all about. And then this is a chicken sandwich, but they have a special dip sauce, like, you know, a French dip sauce for a roast beef sandwich. They have a special dip sauce for their chicken sandwiches. And you cannot have true Salvadorian food without pupusas. And pupusas, I have tons of videos on pupusas, but they're like tortillas that are stuffed. They're stuffed tortillas. And they have beans, cheese, pork, tons of different things. Garlic, you can get like 19 different types. Anything you can want to put inside of a tortilla, that's what you can do a pupusa with. And then you put the cortido on top and top it off with some tomato sauce. And you are good. We're gonna do desserts later. For the dessert department, this is what we got. We've got nuegalo de huevo, that means egg. And this is nuegalo de yuca, right, from the yuca plant. This is a empanada de, this one's de leche, and this is an empanada de frijoles, or from beans. This is an empanada from milk. And what it has like sweet plantain on the outside, and it has some milk on the inside. Or it has sweet plantain on the outside, and it has some beans on the inside. Okay, and this is a breadstick. It's called a masa, right? Masa is dough. So what makes this all dessert is, in the States, you know, we have honey, right? Well, instead of using honey here, they use this, which is actually molasses, or vanilla de dulce. And, you know, molasses has got like a little bit of a, kind of a bite, kind of a tang at the end. So you take this stuff, you can either pour the molasses on top, or you can dip it in. Like with the breadsticks, that's probably going to be the easiest way to do it. And it still might drip all over the place. And that is the Típicos Margoth, or typical Salvadorian food, one of the most popular classic restaurants here in El Salvador. So when you come by, check it out. I highly recommend. I think my favorite thing of all of them was probably the empanadas, hands down. The empanadas and the tamales. I am Jenn. Travel more, live more, be more. Check out my website for ways I can help you travel and live more in this beautiful art.